Hello everyone. Come on Daisy, we're going for a walk. It's such a lovely evening here in Yorkshire. There's Molly, and that's Fatso. And Daisy, what are you playing at? And Daisy is being a bit naughty. So we're going to the Moor, but we have to walk through some houses first to get to the Moor. That grass needs cutting. Here's where I live. Molly was going to do a thing. You stopped her. Molly was about to have a wee or poo-poo. Anyway, I'll stop recording now because they're very suspicious around these parts, and I'll be joining you later, or you'll be joining me later, sometime later on. Hello, we're a little bit further on in the walk, and we're about to go up a path and up some steps to get to the moor. Molly's eager to be let off the lead. I think she's eager to do something else as well. Oh, here we are. Up some steep steps. Right, come on Daisy. Oh, Molly's big. Shall I let Daisy off? I will then. Hang on. Come on Daisy. Oh, there's some common people. Quick. They sound dog rough. Right, hang on. Daisy, come here. There's Molly. Let me let your thing off. Come on. She's a mental case, is Daisy. Hey, where do you think you're going? Oh, I'm out of breath already. It's quite hilly where we live. Oh, to get to work I have to go uphill, and it's a bit downhill, but it's mainly downhill coming home from work, which is good. And I cycle it, you see. I should be fit. I am fairly. Oh, big steps for Daisy. Oh, but she managed it like the trooper she is. Oh, here's a bit more sort of countryside. So we're going to, I can't remember the name of the moor, but we used to go to the moor where we used to live. I didn't realise it was so close. We're going a different way though. But it's all uphill to the moor, and we get some more nice views. I think the moor is about the highest point in this area. There's sometimes cows in here. There we go. A bit more of a view there. Sun's going in a bit, but it's well, it's after 7 o'clock in the evening. Where's Daisy? Oh, she's behind me. She's behind you. So I'll be going to the Lake District in a few weeks, to our favourite place in the Lake District, Keswick. So I'll be recording some of our walks, and you'll see how beautiful the Lake District is if you're not aware of the Lake District. If you have a chance to go, do so. Well, we're not at the moor yet. We're a little bit higher up. And, well, our house is in there somewhere. Can't quite see it from this angle. Am I looking? No, you can't see it. It's a bit further down. But, oh, I've got to go all the way up there, and then there's a road we have to cross, and then there's a bit more of a road we've got to go up, and then we're at the moor. We're going to have to put Daisy on her lead shortly. Well, in a couple of minutes. Come on, Daisy. Go on, go see, come. Don't need the lead with Daisy, really, because she never ventures far. She'll only go a certain distance away from me, and then she realises, and then she comes back. Look, she'll do it now. she'll stop. I've never seen Daisy from a distance. Have I, Daisy? From a distance, the world looks blue and green. Well, there's the entrance. I got there through quite easily, but Mark, he got stuck, almost like Winnie the Pooh, if you remember that tale. Winnie the Pooh ate too much honey. In fact, I'll tell you now, he can't hear me, but he's got a healthy pair of bosoms on him now. I haven't looked at him for quite a while. And this morning, I got a right eyeful of at least a C cup. So, you know, I'm not very happy about that. Anyway, we're going anti-clockwise around the moor because we saw a pack of rabid dogs. They're all rabid round here. Daisy is very unusual around these parts, being a pedigree and being a dachshund. So she feels very snooty. Don't you, Daisy? Can you move? I'll be kicking you up the backside. Molly is quite happy to go and explore, eat any poo she finds. Oh, she's having a wee, I think. Oh, just a quick one. Oh, she's scent marking. She didn't really need... Oh, I shouldn't have put my jacket on. I put a jacket on because the moor is high up and normally it's quite breezy and it gets a bit nippy. But it isn't now. And of course I've worked up a bit of I'm a bit moist. I've worked up a bit of moisture from that big climb. It's all downhill when we go back. We'll be going back a different way. So it's a nice little circular walk. I haven't done this for quite a while actually, to be honest. But there's not much to see here at the moment. So we'll rejoin the walk a little later on. Well, we've just had a debate about what this moor's called, and well, it's called Royal's Head, but not spelt royal as in the Queen. It's spelt somewhat differently. Anyway, it's a bit of ground that hasn't been built on, and people bring their horses and trot about. Sun's going in a bit. Not much of a view. Beyond yonder, I don't know if you can quite see, there's some wind turbine thingamajiggies, doobries. Anyway, I might as well have a chat with you while he's there. How are you then? Well, now I know how it feels to be Mr. Rusty Skull, having hardly any subscribers and hardly any views, but never mind, I'll persevere for a little bit longer. I haven't really plugged this channel on Ibasiacic, have I? Some people won't even know about it, but most of them are only on my other channel for the vacuums and wouldn't be at all interested in joining me on a walk with Daisy with her tongue out. There's two urchins yonder playing a game of football, or soccer as you Americans call it, but it's called football in my book. Oh, well, the sun's gone in. I didn't need my jacket after all, but never mind. Molly's waiting. Hello, Molly. Oh, Molly sometimes has a mad dash. She'll just sniff around and walk near us, and then she'll go off. There goes Daisy on the invisible lead, but don't worry. As soon as the invisible lead, there we go, it's reached its maximum. So she's coming back. Right, a bit further up, we've just had an encounter with a few pugs and a miscellaneous dog. I don't know what it was, but it was trying to say hello to Daisy, but she was having none of it. She said, "Get off my bot," she said to them in doggy speak. "You're not sniffing my private particles. You're not a pedigree," she said. Well, oh, you can't see now, they've gone. Two Yorkshire ladies. If it was two Yorkshire chaps, they'd be walking whippets and they'd have a flat cap. That's a stereotype Yorkshire man. I'm a Yorkshire man, believe it or not. But I sound home counties for you. I've got a southern accent. It's classed as a southern accent. I never lost it. But I'm born in Yorkshire, but the nice side of Yorkshire, not West Yorkshire. I was born the East Riding of Yorkshire, I think it was called. Anyway, it was East Yorkshire. Much better class of everything there, really. Come on, Daisy, it's okay. People living in West Yorkshire watching this will be thumbing me down now, but I don't care. There's less litter in East Yorkshire. Anyway, I'll stop now because there's a man coming. Right, we've had another, he's just gone there, you can't see him. A man with a cocker. That's a dog. It's not rude. Mark's trying to talk to me and I keep saying, shut up, I'm recording, button your lip. But if he wants to speak, he will be caught on. It doesn't matter because nobody's watching this channel hardly. And it's unlikely that any of my videos on this channel will go viral. Well, unless I release some of the X-rated ones, but they'll probably be removed because they're indecent. I haven't got any X-rated ones, for goodness sake. Of course I haven't. Nobody would want to see any more flesh of mine than they already get to see. Hey, Daisy? She's seen me naked. I think Molly has too. Well, sometimes they're in my bedroom when I come out of the shower. I feel a bit bashful. I have to cover my bits, but you know. I wonder what they think when they see me bereft of my clothing. I don't often look myself. Try not to look at myself. Hey, Molly Pops, you sniffing around for some nice poo-poo to eat? I think she had a bit of a taste of some horse manure earlier. So, yeah, she's having a nice little snack along the way. Dirty. Daisy doesn't do that. It's disgusting. You wouldn't do that, would you, Daisy? No, would you eat poo-poo? She said no, she wouldn't. Anyway, it's a shame it's gone. Well, I mean, it is. It's been knocking on for 8 o'clock, so this gets snowed on in the winter, of course, being high up. We get a lot of rain this side of Yorkshire. When I used to live in North Yorkshire, in York, near York, we never got as much rain as we get here. I prefer the air, though, I must say, in where we live. There's always normally a breeze, even on a hot day. Breeze going through my house if I open the windows, and it's just quite refreshing. It does feel fresh. The air in York, it feels stagnant somehow. I don't know if that's anything to do with the Vale of York, because often we used to get sort of fog and stuff that used to linger and mist. I used to cycle to work too from my mum's house in a village outside York. Every day I used to cycle to and from. I'll be putting a video, hopefully, if I can get it to work. I recorded my journey when I was at my mum's recently on the bike. And I often, when we used to get sort of misty mornings, it was that moist in the air, my eyelashes, and I've got quite long eyelashes, they used to get coated in little droplets of dew. But it was a nice refreshing feeling. I know I've got long eyelashes because every time I have to go and get my eyes tested, the optician, when she's checking them, has to sort of touch my eyelids to move the lashes out of the way. They are my own. I don't wear falsies, of course. I haven't got to that stage. So we're on this sort of descent now. We've just done a big loop. It's nice and quiet up here. It's quite a nice area where I live. It is, well, it was called semi-rural when we bought the house in the brochure for the it's a development, but people are pretentious enough to call it a village, but it isn't a village. It's a housing development, to be quite frank. But they think calling it a village will add a few £1,000s onto the value of their house. But I'm a realist. It is. But it is a nice development anyway. We've got a local pub I've been in once. No local shops though. There is a local nursery for the kids, and there is a college as well. Ooh, there's lots of flies about. I don't care for them. Ooh, get off me! Right, we're leaving the moor. And we're walking back down the way we came. It's mainly sort of retirement type homes here, I think bungalows. So we're walking back down, it's all downhill now, walking a different way. So I'll meet you at the entrance to the little path that leads down near the end of our road. Well, we've left the tranquility of the moor and we're walking alongside Moor End Road. That leads up to a place called Wayne Stalls. All one word, I think. Somebody's hanging out their dirty washing. Pretty poor, isn't it? Oh, that house has been done up. The last time I was here, that house was a wreck. And it's been rendered and nobody's moved in. But it's certainly been improved since I last walked here. What's that? I don't remember that. Oh, that. There's a garage there. I thought it was somebody's house.
It's on the end of their house.
Well, no, I thought it was somebody's living room. Won't be surprised around here. Anyway, we're just about to, just a bit further up, I think there's a bridge of some... Is there a bridge, is there? No? Oh, it just goes up. And if you carry on going up and then down this road and a bit further along, you come to my place of employ. Oh, there's a dog barking.
What is that way chose?
Be quiet. Somebody thought I worked in IKEA. I don't know where they got that idea from. Be a bit of a long bike ride to get to IKEA from here, but anyway.
This is a nice view coming up.
Is there a nice view coming up? It's a bit loud. A nice view of some stinging nettles. You are right. It is a lovely view of stinging nettles and weeds. But there's no view. It's just a lot of... Oh yes, we can let the dogs off now. Right. Stop. This is what Daisy does. She tries to bite the lead. And I'm exposing my crack. I can feel a breeze. There we go. Whew. So it's all downhill from now on. Yes. All downhill from here, Daisy. Such is life. You start off life going uphill with a lot of energy and a lot of hope in your heart. And then you reach a plateau and you're going along at a steady pace. And then you reach the edge of that plateau and then you start going down. And much like this walk has actually mirrored my life.
What's the dog say?
Oh, I've got to... I'm sorry for that swear, if any of you heard that. Sorry about that. I'm going to watch out for the dog excretia. So anyway, they've when they built the village, whoever built the village, well, the housing people, David Wilson Homes, they actually, I think they paid, or somebody paid to put these steps in and put sort of gravel. This used to get very muddy. I mean, the gravel's a bit sort of been dispersed. I nearly went A over T. In fact, it's surprising Mark hasn't fallen over yet because, well, you'll see quite a lot of that when we go to Keswick, when I'm filming some of our Lake District walks. I'll hopefully catch him going A over T himself, which is always fun to see, and I'm always there with a concerned look on my face. Of course I'm not. I actually don't, because pride comes before a fall, Rog, and I don't want to be... That's a discarded polystyrene takeaway thing, I'm afraid. That's the trouble with West Yorkshire, the litter. It's not pleasant. It's horrible, isn't it, wherever you go. Although in the Lake District you very rarely see litter. You very rarely see any of it. Because people respect the environment when they go to the lakes. You don't get this. I'm really looking forward to going back to the lakes. We haven't been. We went for a day. It's fairly close. I mean, you can go back there in a day. But we've never actually been with the dogs before. We did for the day trips, but never for the week, so that will be interesting. Hopefully we'll get in some videos of the appliances in the cottage, plus whatever appliances I take with me. And yeah, we'll do quite a lot of videoing, more than I'd normally do, because I've got you lot to share it with. Right, well basically all that happens now is this keeps going down, so I'll join you when we reach the end. Right, we're nearing the end. Some urchins playing in the street. I won't film much more, I don't want the neighbours seeing. So, there we go, that's the end of our little walk around the moor. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching, bye for now.